Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog trading video. Tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, Cardano, Solana, Shib, Avalanche, and Dogecoin in that order. And first, guys, we're always going to start off on the Bitcoin chart. This is the daily chart. Each candle represents a day. The reason we start off on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin runs the whole market. If Bitcoin goes down, everything usually goes down with it, except maybe for Doge. Of course, if Elon Musk does a pump on Doge, that can get going at any time. But everything else gets ran off of Bitcoin. I mean, even Doge when Elon Musk is not pumping it. So we always start on the Bitcoin chart. Now we're on the daily. Each candle represents a day. Now, if you this chart right here, anybody can get this for free, guys. For some of you guys that are new to my channel, you go to Trading View. Okay, it's free. You go to Trading View. You go to Indicator Templates. These four dots right here, and you just go to MAEXP ribbon, and you click on that, and you'll get these ribbons. Now, don't freak out if your top ribbon's not purple. I just made mine a 20 EMA to make it purple, and I changed the color on it. That's all I did, and so anybody can do that. But I think it comes standard, a different color, but it doesn't matter. You can still see the color. I just made mine purple so I could see it better. Now, right now, currently we're on the daily chart. This chart, guys, I don't really care about the daily right now, but you can see how we did get rejected here off the 20, here off the 20. So the 20 is acting as resistance, okay? We are flipping right now, but this is not what I'm looking at, right? Let's go to the weekly. The weekly is doing something interesting, guys. It's getting ready. That 20 EMA is getting ready to flip to the downside. Now, some of you guys might say, well, Moondog, who cares? It's not a big deal. Well, let's go and back test, guys. Let's go and back test. The last time this thing flipped to the downside on a weekly, okay, was all the way back in March of 2020. And we all know what time that was. That was the sick days. Okay, it flipped right here, boom, came down. But and also it flipped here. It started flipping right here. Right here it flipped. Now you could see the two different moves. This one was more of, a catastrophic, uh, you know, news story. And it happened so quick that as soon as it flipped, it went right back up and never stopped. This one over here, on the other hand, kind of hit the high, which was the high back then, right up here. We can mark this better. Let's get this because I want to be as accurate as possible. Let's just get this because this is a big area here. Let me get my line. Boom. So we had the all-time high at 19,891. Okay. So we had the high, then we slowly trickled down. Then it flipped here, back here. Okay, when it was at 6,800. Then it came all the way back down to 3,000. Then it slowed. So there was a difference. This was catastrophic news. This was just bad, just fear in the market right here. This was fear in the market. Now, you can see when we flipped it what happened. Even back here, let's see, do we have it on Coinbase? I know, yeah, we should have another example. No, we don't have another example on Coinbase, but you guys get the point. When we flip this, we go down, right? So what are we seeing now? Well, we're seeing a flip, and it's getting close. It's not official yet, but I'm going to show you what we're going to look at for the monthly close, okay? Because on the weekly, we still got a 1 day and 23 hours, right? On the weekly chart. Well, let's go to the monthly. Let's see what happens on the monthly, guys. This is the one I'm really concerned about. This is the one I'm really concerned about right here. Because right now we got our point of control. You guys can see this red line coming in right off our point of control. You can use this indicator. It's called fixed range volume profile. And you can just click it from here, click it from here. It's going to show all the volume of Bitcoin from all this area right here. So this big circle right here, I'll circle it for you so you guys understand. Where is my, I always get confused. Now it's right here, right here, right here. So this big area right here, this is all the volume right here. Okay. Now the point of control right here is where we touch. Look at that. Boom. So we're getting held up by the point of control. Now we have the 20 EMA right here. Now here's the thing. We wicked it here, wicked it here, wicked it here, wicked it here, but we have not got any monthly closing underneath this yet. Okay. Now, if we do, it should act as resistance, just like we've seen. I just gave you an example on the weekly and the daily, right? So where's that number at? Well, especially, first of all, we got the point of control. So any kind of closure under the point of control plus the 20 EMA on a monthly candle, guys, we could see a bigger move to the downside. Okay. Now, we still got 22 hours and 52 minutes on this. So, if we get any kind of closure under 37,600 or even, we'll have to see how this plays out, but even under 38,575, yeah, we could see a bigger move to the downside. And my key levels to this now, my key levels. So we have these levels right here, okay? I had point of control, but I took it off, but I'll put it back on there for you guys because we had that on there because we actually had that target perfect, right? So we had that 37,700. We talked about in my videos forever. We were waiting for that move for a while, and then we got it, and we got a bounce. But now we're not getting that follow through. Okay, so what does that tell me? Well, let's look at the monthly indicators. We got some bearish divergence. We have, wow, that's interesting. Momentum getting ready to flip to the upside. Now, here's the thing, guys. When momentum flips to the upside on a downtrend, that means momentum going down. When it flips to the upside on the uptrend, that's usually an indicator it's going up. Let's look here. Okay. Let's look at the MACD. We talked about this. Now, the MACD, look at this, guys. It's only crossed a couple times, and each time it was a big move. And look how high we are, and look where we crossed. Okay, so this is not looking good, and it'll continue to fall in the monthly as long as we're under 51,600. I'm sorry, 51,368. Okay, it'll continue to fall as long as we're under there. On the monthly, this indicator, everything's just pointing down, so that shows me nothing. I mean, it's not looking good, guys. Right now, it's not looking good. Now, we still got 22. We got 22 hours, 22 hours and 50 minutes. And right now, it's 9:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys can figure that out on your own, wherever you guys are. But these are the levels I'm looking at: 37,700, 37,161, 35,60, 32,43, 3,000, 28,800. And then we got some lower levels, which is coming in at, look at this. This kind of, look, guys, we got here and here. I'm not saying we can go there. We might wick it. We could wick it for a second. But if we wick 19,890 area, we're going to move up fast. And I believe we'll move up well above 26. Okay, if we do wick it. But I don't know if we're going to get that low. I'm thinking around this 26 level, and I think this is going to take time in the move. So I'm thinking something like this, guys. We could see a fast move down to 28, 29, get a bounce, and then work our way back up, and then finally hit those lower levels. But the reason I'm bringing this up, and you're saying, well, why do we even need to hit this lower level? Well, if we back test, and I think it's on Bitstamp because it's been trading on Bitstamp for a while, right? I got these stupid alarms everywhere. I don't even know what all this is, guys. Just ignore that. We'll just remove drawings. I don't know why I have all these things bunched up here, but If you look at the monthly on Bitstamp, guys, okay, now this didn't cross. We're not looking for a cross now. It's not like where we just looked at the weekly where it was crossing under. We're not doing that on a monthly. We're just looking to see when we get a candle closing underneath this purple line on the monthly chart, right? Which is solid. It can wick, not this wick, guys, a close. Excuse me. Okay. So what happened here, guys? Well, we had this right here. This close, pop, then we finally got the close, then we got the wick down. But that was March. This was that news. This was that news. This was a freak thing. We want to see this move because this is more of the move that we're having now, where we had the high, then fear in the market slowly trickle down. Okay? And what happened? We closed under here on a monthly candle and boom. Well, usually what happens, guys, once we break this purple line, usually we test actually a little bit under. That's why I said we could wick that 19. So we usually test under, but usually we test this bottom line right here, which is the 50, 55 EMA. Okay, so usually we test that. So look right here, same thing. Back here, we came down, broke it, boom, tested it. Okay. Broke it, came down, tested it. Broke it, came down, tested it. Okay. Now, if we break it and close, we could test this. And right now, it's coming in right around 24 4. What is that? Well, let's just say 24 500. Okay. So we got to keep an eye on this, guys. This could get dangerous, and we got 22 hours, so everybody be on their toes. Just pay attention to it. That's all I'm saying. If you're in something, just pay attention. Now, is anything guaranteed? No, of course. This is. Do I believe in long term that Bitcoin will be over 100 grand? Yes, I do. Okay, but right now on the charts, this is what we're looking at. All right, we're gonna move on to Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, I showed you guys my move that I was so mad about, how I couldn't believe I didn't have this. This was so stupid. I know I had it before and I erased it and then I forgot to put it in my video. And it was just, that was my fault. And I apologize to everybody because, we had the Cardano, we had the Solana, we had the Avalanche, Doge, everything else. And Ethereum of all things. I love Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, I think of the world of Ethereum. And to not put that in my video, and I know I had it and I just erased it, and I do apologize for that, guys. Well, we are getting the bounce and that's still holding up. So let's see if that 2070 area holds up. If it doesn't, my next two areas, we got the point of control down here, which we can actually drag that down just a little bit right here. Coming in, we'll put our box down there. Coming in right around 26.16, just like the Bitcoin point of control. That's somewhere where that we could drop down and touch and get a bounce. But anywhere from that area to this 50 area, I'm sorry, 2550 area, or this weekly range anywhere from 2400 to 2160. Those would be my downfall moves. If Bitcoin does start to break down, those would be my first moves. And then, of course, we can look back here. Okay, let me look back here at 1700. Okay. Um, yeah, 1700. And if it gets any worse, guys, I mean, I'm going to jump on and make a video right away. So, but to the upside, what do we want to see? Well, we talked about it in yesterday's video. We want to see a daily candle, 2-day candle closing above 3,050. If we can do that, then we could probably push up to this 3150 to 3168 area and go even higher. Actually, I want to raise this. Oh, no. Well, the 50-day moving average is there. So until we get a 2-day candle closing above there, I'm going to keep that level. But I also like that level right here at 3,200. Okay. And then you can see if we break 3,200, we're looking at 33.43 to 33.14 area. All right, Matic, guys, I just drew this up for you guys today because we ended up breaking down out of my box here, out of the bounce area, broke down. So we talked about this. You break under this 120, we're probably going to see lower. And look what happened, guys. We came up, and I wanted to see some kind of daily candle closing above 124.7. And guys, that was the exact high when we hit and got rejected. Because what happens is once we break this, this turns into when support gets broken, it turns into resistance. So now all of a sudden it turned into resistance. That's why to be bullish, I wanted to see some kind of daily or 2-day candle closing above there so we could start to move back up. Well, we got rejected there, and now we're coming down. So where would my targets be to the downside? Well, these would be my first, $1.05 and pretty much $1 even. If we do come down, you could see where my areas are looking. And then, if it does get ugly, really ugly, we could do something in this 92 area. All right. To the upside, you guys know it. 125. Let's just say 125. I want to see a 2-day candle closing above there, and then of course move back above this area here, this 135 area, and that's what I want to see to be bullish again. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Cardano. We broke down over here. We were starting to look good here for a minute, but we could not create a new high. So guys, you see how we got this high here, this high here, this high here. Every single high is lower, lower. So lower, 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 lower highs across the board. When you want to see a move to the upside, this candle was looking nice yesterday. In yesterday's video, you could get a nice reversal candle right here, but it went the other way because we could not create a new high. If you don't create a new high, you just create higher lows. You're just going to go downhill from there, and that's exactly what we did. And currently, we're getting rejected. Look at this, guys. I had 81.3, and we got rejected at 81.4 so far. So now that's acting as resistance, guys. I want to see a higher term time frame, especially on a daily. I would like to see above 86 to be honest with you. Until then, we probably could see this 78 to 70 because you see all this area right here, which we're going to draw up. How much time do I have? Oh, shoot, we're running out of time, and I'm only on Cardano. I'm going to have to make this quick. But we're going to draw this area right here because you can see my concern where we wicked a bunch of times. Oops, wrong one. My box right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So that would be my area, 78 to 78.5 to 77.7. All right. Solana, guys, same thing. We broke under 95. We talked about that support. Well, now it's active resistance. Let's see some kind of higher term time frame, a daily closing above 95 and get back above this 100. If not, we could see 89 to 86. Shib Army, same thing. We want to see some kind of higher term time frame. Well, I would like to see above 23.11. If we could do that, then maybe we could push to the upside. If not, anything under that, we could see 21.19 or even this 20,000. 2017, 20,000, 2017, and even this 17.08 if it gets really, really ugly. And then Avalanche, guys, same thing. We talked about this. Look what happened. The 68 acted as a support. Now it's acting as resistance. We got rejected right at it. Now we're getting rejected at the 64, which I have right here. We're not quite to the decimal, but we want to see a higher term time frame, close above 68 up here, and then maybe work our way out of this. If not, we could be 60. We could be seeing 61, 56, or even 48 down here. How much time do I got? Okay, Doge, for all you Doge lovers. Well, guys, we broke down under the 50-day moving average, which is this red line right here. It acted as support. Now it's acting as resistance. So we want to see a daily or 2 days actually closing above 1361. If we can do that, we can get more upside. Right now, we're currently getting rejected on it. And guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purposes only. I think that's it for tonight's video, guys. Much love to all you guys. I appreciate you all subbing, and peace.